Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria Duran, and for my current event mini presentation, I'm going to be talking about the persistent impact of anti-Asian American and Pacific Islander hate. For this presentation, I have chosen to use the article titled Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders Are Still Targets of Hatred 5 Years After Pandemic Surge, written by author Terry Tang, published on March 28, 2025 by the Associated Press. I chose this article because it examines both individual experiences and national data on anti-Asian American and Pacific Islander hate, while also highlighting the efforts to address this ongoing issue. This article explains how AAPI hate spiked during the pandemic and has remained a serious issue. Even 5 years after the COVID-19 pandemic began, AAPI individuals continue to face discrimination and harassment. From March 2020 to the end of 2023, over 12,000 incidents of hate were reported, with more than 700 incidents occurring in 2023 alone. This data collected by Stop AAPI Hate contributed to the passage of the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act and 3 California bills aimed at expanding civil rights protections and studying hate-driven harassment on public transit. Despite greater awareness and policies, many people still feel unsafe and invisible, which is shared through personal accounts in the article, such as Anna Wong's shared experience of verbal abuse and harassment, highlighting the personal toll of ongoing racism. These facts present broader concerns as ongoing issues such as immigration crackdowns and bans on diversity initiatives are believed to exacerbate racial tensions and discrimination against AAPI communities. As you can see in this infographic I have included, 42% of AAPI individuals have been victims of hate crime, and 16% have experienced physical violence based on their ethnicity. These acts of hate don't just affect safety, they also affect health. Mentally, the continuous exposure to racism and hate can lead to chronic anxiety, depression, PTSD, and racial trauma. Many AAPI individuals may internalize fear, experience identity-based stress, and suffer in silence due to cultural stigmas. Physically, the prolonged stress from discrimination is linked to health issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, sleep disturbances, and weakened autoimmune response. These acts of hate also impact access to care. Discrimination in healthcare settings, language barriers, and a lack of culturally competent providers can prevent AAPI individuals from seeking timely care or trusting healthcare professionals. Socially, the fear of public spaces, verbal harassment, and being targeted in daily life can cause isolation and withdrawal from communities. To open up the conversation, I want to ask 2 questions to the class. 1, how does ongoing racial discrimination affect trust between the Asian American and Pacific Islander community and public institutions such as healthcare, law enforcement, or education? 2, in what ways can culturally responsive mental health services help address the emotional impact of hate on AAPI individuals and families? These questions are important to think about as future health professionals. In conclusion, anti-Asian American and Pacific Islander hate is still a serious health concern. Anti-AAPI hate is not just a short-term reaction to the pandemic. It reflects long-standing racial biases that continue to affect Asian Americans across the United States. The health consequences are significant. Chronic stress, fear, and underutilization of healthcare services can contribute to long-term physical and mental health disparities. Personal stories like those shared in the article show the emotional toll of being targeted simply for one's identity, leading to feelings of isolation and vulnerability. Legislative progress such as COVID-19 hate crimes acts serve as an important step. However, policy alone is not enough. Sustained efforts in education, community building, and culturally competent care are essential. Addressing racism isn't just a legal issue, it's a health equity issue. That is all. Thank you so much for listening.